Rainollon here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's Hespar. Today I'm going to show you two builds, so let us immediately start. Let's start with the first setup. The first build is the melee exposure build. The mods I'm using for this setup, I'm using Vicious Frost for coldness and chance, Prime Fever Strike for toxin, and cold gives you viral, Berserker Fury for huge amount of attack speed, Condition Overload for melee damage per status type affecting a target, Prime Reach for +3 range, Galvanized Steel for critical chance and critical damage, Blood Rush for huge amount of critical chance, and Weeping Wounds for huge amount of status chance. And that's it. Those are the mods. For the Arcane melee exposure, on ability cast you get 60% corrosion damage on a melee strike for 25 seconds, stacks up to 240, which is a lot of increased damage, and you have viral and corrosion, which is quite nice. That's the Arcane. For the stats, the attack speed is average, range is good, follow through is horrible, critical chance, critical damage, melee damage is, I will say, the best Riven for this. You can also remove that for that Riven. Critical chance, critical damage, attack speed, you can remove Berserker Fury. Critical chance, critical damage, cold, you can remove Vicious Frost, something like that. I will recommend when it comes to Rivens. Critical chance is above average, critical damage is above average, status chance is above average, and total damage is above average. Overall, the stats are fine-ish. The biggest problem here is the follow-through. Follow-through 40, horrible clear. Those are the stats, the mods, the Arcane, and now for the second setup. For the second setup, this is the melee influence setup. The mods I'm using here, nearly identical. I did remove viral damage for Shocking Touch, which gives you electricity, and Galvanized Elementalist, which gives you 8% status damage. This is a multiplicative damage increase for our damaging elements, and we will proc a bunch of electricity, so this is quite nice, and it also gives you status chance. I also did remove Condition Overload for Pressure Point, giving us a better clear. If you have added damage somewhere else, you can remove this for Condition Overload. And that's it. Those are the mods. For the Arcane melee influence, we have electricity. On electricity status effect, there's a 20% chance for elemental status effect to apply to every enemy at 20 meter radius for 18 seconds. This is going to make your clear much better. That's the Arcane. For the stats, nearly the same. I did remove viral for electricity, and stat chance will be slightly higher. That's it. Those are stats, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you these two builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the exposure build. I'm going to spawn level 205, Steel Path, or Chimeric Dudes. No buffs to armor strip. I will spam my first ability to get melee exposure right over here. And now I will just hold E. And this is going to melee and kill enemies for me. Yep. They need to buff the stance. They need to buff the follow-through. It's really bad. But it can still kill in a decent speed. That's the melee exposure build. Now for the influence, the classic. I will use Nornish to give myself viral damage. To help me with clear, of course. We have electricity. We're going to spread it in a 3 meter radius. Our clear is going to be much better. There it is, it's already spreading everywhere. Yep. There, gunners. Boop, boop, boom, boop, boop, boom. And there you go. Those are two builds. Now it's time for me to show you one of these builds against the units. I will use the melee influence one. So, let's go. Alright, we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies at the Void. Steel Path, of course. It's survival. The map is called Mod. This is the influence setup. Holding my E, passing through enemies, proccing electricity, spreading the electricity. The classic. Makes clear much better than 40% follow through. I really don't know who the hell was like, yeah, let's give it 40% follow through. Just makes no sense. A massive scythe with a massive edge has 40% follow through. Some hammers have like 50. Just makes no sense. The balance just makes no sense at all. They need to do something with the stance. The stance needs to be doubled to tripled. And they have to increase the follow through to from 40 to 80, I will say. Even 70. Even 70 will be solid. We did get a new scythe, Tally's, and Tally's is like 5 times better than this. And if you like two-handed scythes, use Tally's. Don't use Hespar. Hespar is a waste of Forma and mod slots. Boop, 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 boom. Swing, swing, swing. Okay, I will use Nornish. I need to use some buffs. This is truly... I will use my first ability as well. I need to make the clear better. This clear is... for influence, not the greatest. You need to use buffs on this thing. It's truly not the greatest. Jump, slam. Swing. It looks cool. But to me is... if something is good, I will rather use something that is good than something is cool. You know? I really don't care about how stuff looks and how stuff feels. If something is good, I will use the good stuff. And this is truly bad, even for an influence setup. It works once I give it like 10 buffs. Swing, swing. Maximus enemy. Look at the stance, how horrible it is. No damage at all. I have to do like 10 swings to kill it, one Maximus enemy. With 2 buffs. Spread, spread, spread. I'm spreading the heat damage thanks to Ember's Fireball Frenzy. I'm spreading viral damage, I'm spreading electricity. So the clear is much, much better. Where's the Acolyte? Show yourself. War is here. But I don't care about War, I care about his boyfriend. Here's my first ability. I need my survivability. I need to use my second ability. Oh, here's War. I'm doing some damage to him. If you truly like this weapon, you can open up the Tennokai slot and use Tennokai as well. But if the weapon is mediocre or bad, Tennokai won't help. Oh, here's the Acolyte. Finally. Alright, that's fine. There he is. Swing, swing, swing. I can do a heavy attack, who cares? There you go. He gone. Alright, time for me to extract, boys. And be right back. And there you go. Hespar is finally done. I hope you guys enjoyed the 2 builds. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like, sub, and of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.